Alright guys, welcome back. So in this lesson we're going to go through all the controls in Serato. We're not going to, we will go over everything, but we're not going to worry about too much because I just want to get you understanding the basics of this software so that we can get you in and learn how to mix straight away so that you can get your confidence up, start mixing, and then if you ever want to go back and learn more about these things your samples and things like that, then you can at a later stage. But if we go through all that sort of stuff now, you're going to get overwhelmed and you're going to start, second guessing yourself and all that. When I want to get you excited, I want to get you DJing, I want to get you loving it, and I want to get you out there doing it, okay? So we'll start things off here. So we've got on the left, obviously, our deck 1, then on the right, deck 2. And then this part in the middle is where you'll be able to see both songs play, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and drop a song into the left deck. Now, on our controller, we can just use the browse knob and press load, or we can use the shortcut. I tend to use the shortcut more than the controller. And I do so because when you're in clubs and things like that, if I'm using Serato, I don't use it as controller. Obviously, I'm using club equipment. So all your shortcuts, if you go up into help, you're going to be able to find all your shortcuts if you ever want. I recommend learning, but we're going to learn them at a later stage. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to drop a song into deck 1. So if we have a look on deck 1 now, we've got obviously the song title. We've got the BPM here. So if I go on the controller and turn the BPM, actually, so that's going to stay at the original speed. Down here, it's going to alter that. So yeah, we've got the song title, the BPM. We've got the keyword it's in. Don't worry about that just yet. And then here we've got our hot cue points. So remember how I told you earlier about our hot cues? That's where they are here. So we've got our hot cues there. Then just to the right of that, that's where we've got our BPM right here. We've got our time in the song, and we've got our pitch control here. So if I press play and then turn that down, and up we can see that changing, okay? So yeah, that's your BPM, you got your pitch, see it's on +4/4, and then we turn it down, and then it goes down to 60, which is where the song's originally at, as we can see up here, okay? It's how many seconds in the song, that's how many seconds we've got remaining, which is good because it gives us an idea about how much of the song is left. Because some controls we'll get to in a minute, that's all the song there, but some older CDJs and things like that might not have this, so you might just have to look at that here. Then here we've got our loops, our loop points. We're not going to worry about that just yet. Basically, you click one of these and it's going to loop the song for a certain amount of bars, okay? Now, if we have a look just to the right here, that's all of our song here. So you see these little triangles, that's all of our hot cues there, okay? And then, we've just got the song structure here. So it's good to see this because you can see sort of where your song changes. You can see right there's a drop there, there's a breakdown. There's a breakdown here, then an outro. So it allows you to see, sort of what to expect in the song. Or it allows you to see the song, but it allows you to sort of, if it's a new song or anything like that, or just anything, you're able to see exactly where you are. So I press play. We've also then got... our song here, and this is where we're able to see exactly where our beats are, okay? So we've got our beat there, 1 2 3 4 2 2 3 4 3 2 3 4 4 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 6 2 3 4 7 2 3 4 8 2 3 4 9 2 3 4. And if you look, as the song progresses and there's different transients in the song, you see different colors as well, so that's pretty cool. But that just allows us to see where we are. So when we have two songs playing, I'm going to queue up a song on the other side now. Actually, let's queue up two different songs. What do we got here? We'll go this track again. We'll go this one here. So we're able to see both songs. So we're able to see here, see how these don't line up? We're able to see, oh, that's out of time. And if you have a look now, I just put it in time.
All that dangerous. Ain't too many can bang rough. Get paper. You fuck niggas on paper.
So that's the cool thing about serato is you are able to see the trends in the song, where the song is. You're able to see if things are in time and out of time. Like I said, most people teach you to train you. This is how I was taught. I was trained to be able to hear the songs and mix them. And people will say, "Oh, I'm teaching you wrong." I don't believe that, because learning to train the ear to beat match takes a while. And it's like, I just remember when I learned drums when I was a kid, they spent 3 lessons teaching me how to hold the drumsticks. I just want to play drums, you know what I'm saying? So whenever I used to actually teach drums, I teach kids and I get them playing a rock beat their first class and leaving. That's the same thing when I teach, DJing on cruise ships and things like that. I make sure that the people that are there are, mixing that first lesson, being able to see and feel it and feel how cool it is and be like, hey, this ain't that hard, so that then you can build on from that. So yeah, that's what this part here does, is you're able to see.
Oh yeah, stuck up that sends out all the buses.
We're gonna skate to one song only.
Just look on that right there. I'm just saving the key point on that first beat here.
Wake up feeling blessed. Wake up.
I'm gonna save another one sec. It's actually here. Tiny that is. Save that here. 2, 3, 4.
Wake up feeling blessed.
So,
This shit since 92.
2.
We're gonna skate to one song only.
So you can see when these songs are the same time. So yeah, that's what this little bit does. It allows you to see, exactly where the song is and the beats, and make sure that they're, you can see if they're in time. Like, see how I've just brought that in time there, then if it's out. So it allows you to just be able to make sure that your songs are playing at the same speed. Now, obviously, this side is exactly the same as the left. And now up here, see it says vertical. You can change the way that you view the songs. If I press play here, now you see that they're horizontal, not vertical. This is all preference and up to you. Extended just allows you to see everything more. It's a bit full on. Library allows you to see your music, but for principle's sake, we're going to put it back on vertical. You can make all these changes later on, whatever suits you. I just know a lot more DJs do it this way. I think this was the way that serato was originally set up, and I know, like, from back in the day, about 10 years ago, it was always this way, so I've kept it that way. So that's everything up here that you need to worry about. Right now, you've got your hot cues, as I said, you've got your loops here, you've got your BPM, your pitch control. So I'll just show you now, it's down -8 at 64, bring it back to the middle, it's 70 up, 70, it's +8. You've got your seconds, what's the song, how long the song's been playing for, and then, what's remaining in the song. And you press this, it just ejects the song, takes us back to clear. Then down here, we've got our library of songs, okay? That's our folder library. Then on the side here, we've got our folders. They call them crates, so you can just create a new crate if you're doing like a house set. You can say midnight mix. There's a mixtape I did, more mixes. It allows you just to organize your music properly, so you can always find it. So that's all the software does. And if you just have a look here, it'll have the artist name, it'll have the BPM, the song title, the key. It might have the album if you've got it off an album, or if you download it from a DJ pool. So that way we're just able to find, all of our music, so that we know, right, everything at 70 BPMs just here, and we're able to, find our music easier to be able to mix in our sets. So that's all the software is. I'm not going to go into explaining anything else, except maybe one more thing I will just tell you. Up here you've got your effects. So on our controller, we had our effects buttons. If you press that, you're able to see and load your effects. And then if you want to record your DJ mixes, this is why I actually love serato and tend to use it, especially for my mixes, is to record my live sets. All I've got to do is press record there, and then it'll bring up the option to record. So to record, if I want to record now, I just press play, or you know what, I press record first, then I press play, and that's going to record my set. So this is good to listen to your mixes to see if you're getting better, if you make any mistakes. But more importantly, it's just great for you to be able to record your mixes and then upload them to the internet, SoundCloud or Mixcloud. So press record again, and that'll stop that from recording, and then we just save it. Okay, so that's all the software we're going to worry about for today. You don't need to worry about any of this other stuff. And if you do want to learn it at a later stage, and then by all means you can YouTube it. You can go to the Serato website. There's heaps of tutorials on this. Okay, so that's everything for learning the software. In the next class, we're going to get straight into it, and we're going to start learning how to mix house music. All right, so I'll see you in the next video.